Yo, my wonderful people, greetings to you all. Happy Monday and happy new week and happy new day. May the Almighty Chukwukabiama, the greater God on your premier bless us in this new week, prosper us, and also do what? Provide all that we needed or all that we have lost in the last week. So, my wonderful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Please listen to this breaking news. Biafra, real reasons, Supreme Court must set Mazen Nnamdi Kanu free. IPOP is giving the reasons, and it will be soon. Let me reassure you, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, that comes 11th of May, this week that I entered, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going home. I had it, and I got this information from a very reliable source. Mazi Okuchukwu Nnamdi Kanu is going home on the 11th of May 2023. Mark my word, though, that's all the thing take be. Unless Buhari sleep again and wake up with from one side of his hand and change his mind. But from the information I gathered, he have already given up Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case, and it is time for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to recuperate with his family and friends and also followers. So, I want to hear this one. So, my wonderful people, if you never subscribe to my channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you do what to. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we post something new on this channel. Remember, this Obonga channel is where we speak to you the undiluted truth. We don't propaganda and we don't give fake news. Every news you hear from this platform, believe it, my dear brother, my dear sister, now the correct news, now they get so. So let us do what? Let us kick the ball running, as my own predecessor used to say. P2B, he don't go visit Wolosa Yinka to discuss future of Nigeria. This visit, to me, I consider it to be bad dash. What are you visiting to somebody who called the obedient fascist, whereby he is the real fascist? I don't know, P2B. I don't know what you want. I don't know how you are thinking. I don't know how you are reasoning. But I must be honest with you. Even your followers, even those who supported you, they'll be having double mind now. Going to visit this man, what for? What caused death of ex-president General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Obiozo Okeke Ogene, have come out to tell us what happens to the former leader of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Several people who have been kidnapped have been rescued as troops destroy Tuji's hideouts, all in Zamfara state. Tinubu, how do you forgo ethics of journalism for partisanship? Seilo knocks Rufai Oseni. Don't do what? Don't swear in Tinubu until after the Supreme Court verdict. Igbo group wants the CJN of Nigeria, Chief Justice of Nigeria. So, my wonderful people, please tighten your seatbelt. We are about to take off now. I don't want to waste much of your time because I have a very, 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 very important assignment today that will take almost all throughout today from me. So I will not have time to give more of the news today, but I just want to give this rush one before I embark on that very, very journey of my appointment. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, have expressed hope that the Supreme Court will set its leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, free from all charges. IPOP made a remark while stressing that Kanu did not commit any offense. The group urged its followers to be circumspective in their movement ahead of Kanu's trial. A more powerful, the spokesman of IPOP lamented that the group's enemies alerted security agents to attack its members. A statement by Powerful reads partly, it is very, very important that we advise Biafrans, particularly those of us in the southeast, to be circumspective in their movement these days, as the case of Onyendo at the Supreme Court of Nigeria is coming up. It is obvious that our enemies have already alerted their security and the criminal agents who have started attacking people and security forces in the southeast to blackmail IPOP and ESN, so as to pollute the minds of the Supreme Court judges handling Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case. We can assure all of them that their plans are dead on arrival. We always see this and we maneuver it. So this one is not first time, neither is it the second time. We therefore ask our people not to yield into the plans of our enemies, but to remain calm, resolute, peaceful, and prayerful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime, known to local or international laws, but is being held illegally in DSS solitary confinement because of ethnic profiling and prejudice. He must be set free by the Supreme Court of Nigeria come May 11, 2023, or May 12, sorry to say, my dear people, or May 12, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be set free, and no one is going to stop it, and that is where we stand. You get the point now? You get the point now? So, my wonderful people, now so we take Siaramo, and I thought we take Siam this early morning. So, if you never subscribe, I am still shouting, still crying on top of my voice, so make it do what? Make it subscribe. Because without you, there will be no me, and without me, there will be no news for you. And that's all the thing take be. So, allow tribunals to made and Supreme Court work. Go on. Don't want all the politicians make on to hear this one. Former military head of state Yakubu Gowon has urged aggrieved candidates in the 2023 general elections to accept the outcome of the election petition tribunal and the Supreme Court. Gowon made this plea on Saturday while speaking at the edition of the Punoka Annual Lecturer of 2023 in honor of late Supreme Court Justice Chukwuemeka Idigbe in Abuja. According to him, the judiciary plays a very important role in the nation building and should be allowed to do their work only if they do well, because you cannot tell us to accept a shamble of a judicial system just like people are forcing us to accept the shamble of election conducted by Yakubu. We need to allow the Apex Court to come up with their decision and for the public to be humble enough to accept their decisions as final in order to maintain the sanctity of the judiciary as individuals and institutions. The litigation tribunals that are now going, let us give the judiciary the opportunity to do their work and let us accept their decision as it is, Gowon said. The Presidential Election Petition Court will begin hearing the petitions challenging the announcement of Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress as Nigeria President-elect next week, Monday. That is today. Tinubu was declared winner of the February 25th poll by the chairman of the Independent National Electoral and Commission, INEC Mahmoud. On March 1, he defeated Atiku Abubakar of People's Democratic Party PDP and P2B of the Labour Party, who both filed separate petitions seeking orders to annul the election or declare them as winners of the polls. Then we decide that at the polls. You get the point now? Yes, so you get the points. You get the points. So, my wonderful people, we are proceeding. P2B, he don't carry in waka because this man know they stay one place now. So he so waka he go to waka. Go visit somebody where you know say this one na enemy of obedience and enemy of new Nigeria. Waiting to go meet Soyinka for? I don't understand, because this man have sold every of his the respect that people have for him. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, P2B, visited Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka on Sunday. In a series of tweets via his official Twitter page, Obi described the meeting as enriching and said they had a useful discussion. Nigerians recall that some of Obi's supporters had criticized Professor Wole Soyinka for his comments in an interview. However, Obi sought to reconcile with the esteemed literary figure during their visit. Obi praised Soyinka for his commitment to justice and equity in Nigeria and said they discussed their aspirations for a better and more inclusive country. The presidential candidate also acknowledged the sacrifice Soyinka made fighting for the cause of Igbos before the Civil War. He expressed appreciation for the opportunity to clear any misconceptions about their relationship. Obi said, "Today, Sunday, I visited one of the most revered figures and an international literary icon, Professor Wole Soyinka. Prof. Soyinka has been my father, whom I hold in very esteem for what he has achieved and stands for in the struggle for a better Nigeria. His reputation as a fighter for justice and equity in our society has been legendary, and we will never ignore them. I had a very useful and enriching discussions about his aspirations for a better and greater Nigeria, and he shared a lot with me about his dream for a greater and a more inclusive Nigeria. If he is talking the truth, I reminded the Nobel laureate of the huge price he paid just before the outbreak of civil war, fighting for the cause of Igbos. I cherished this Sunday visit, which was intended to erase the needless misconceptions about the relationship between the greater icon and the obedient family. So Peter Obi now have already went to reconcile on behalf of the obedient families. But the question there is, do they send you to go there? Do they send you to go and apologize on their behalf? This is the question that is remaining for you to answer us, Peter Obi, because this visit, to me, I don't like it. What caused death of ex-president of Ohaneze, Obiozo Okeke Ogene, laments. The National Vice President of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide, Damian Okeke Ogene, has linked the death of organization's immediate past president, Professor George Obiozo, to depression caused by the burning of his house in Imo State by suspected agitators. In an interview on Sunday, Okeke Ogene said that if the incident had not occurred, the respected professor would still be alive till death. He said, as part of the regime of the late Professor Obiozo in Ohaneze, I must apologize on behalf of Ndigbo because immediately his house was burned down, he was totally devastated, and that must have caused his death. He was totally devastated. So the Ohaneze Ndigbo could not even provide the money to do what? To erect a new house for him, or maybe he was devastated because of the documents included in the burning. Anyway, whichever way it is, go in peace. You have gone already. This was a man who wrote a memo to the late Chuba Okadigbo, who was then an heir to ex-president Shehu Shagari, to see the late Biafran leader Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to grant him pardon when he was in exile in Ivory Coast. So who would be more Biafra than Obiozo? And some people went to his home and set his house ablaze. That incident contributed to his death. The Ohaneze leader also mentioned that the organization is undergoing a transformation, and that is its headquarters being consulted by former Imo State Governor Owelero Charles Okorocha will soon be completed in Enugu. He has promised that the edifice will be delivered by the end of the year, and we know he will do it, said by Okeke Ogene. Several kidnapped victims rescued as troops destroyed Tuji's hideouts in Zamfara State. Troops of the Joint Task Force North-West Operation Hadin-Daji has rescued several kidnapped victims and recovered ammunition during an invasion of the camps belonging to notorious bandit leader Bello Tuji. The troops in a clearance operations conducted on Saturday from Magaya to Dushi General Area of Zumi Local Government Area in Zamfara State discovered and cleared bandits hideouts located in Keta, Gidan, Galadima, Modawa, Mazuma, and Dushi villages respectively. A top military source who created an anonymity confirmed to Channels televisions on Sunday that troops had encountered a deadly terrorist group at Keta and Dushi camp belonging to Tuji. According to the source, that added that the troops overpowered the terrorists who fled further into the bush and abandoned 10 kidnapped victims who were rescued by the troops. He also revealed that the troops also recovered one rocket-propelled gun bomb, military radios, and some ammunition. Who gave the military radios? That is the question for another day. Bello Tunji, who is a notorious bandit warlord based in Fakai Forest of the Shinkafi local government area of Zamfara State, has been declared wanted by the military authorities. You people, military authorities in the country, so you people cannot trace him. And this person, you have been making calls. You people cannot trace the land and tap it and hack it, right? I salute on I do military personalities called military my food. The bandit leader and his followers have been terrorizing the people of Zamfara, Sokoto, and Katsina State for years now. And you people cannot grab him. And I know which one they do. Tinubu, how do you forgo ethics of journalism for partisanship? Seilo knocks Bola Ahmed Rufai Husseini. Nigerian comedian Oluwa Seyitan Aletal, popularly known as Seilo, has knocked Arise TV host Rufai Husseini over a recent attack on President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigeria report that this comes following Tinubu's refusal to refund the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike the 800 billion naira spent on infrastructural development of federal roads in the state. Giving reason for failing to meet the demand, Tinubu said he cannot make any commitment until he is sworn in as the president. According to him, he cannot sign a dime of Nigerian money or expenditure, and any commitment he makes would be personal and probably might not be able to pay. Reacting to this, Rufai in a video on his YouTube page said Wike in the bid to align himself with Tinubu got a huge blow. He said, "Where is this I owe you nothing come from? Because when you look at matters critically, it is looking very funny. If there is only one president, if there is only one president at a time, why did they have to call the president-elect to commission a project when there is a president around? That is the issue. We see a lot of political shenanigans going on. Why didn't he call President Muhammadu Buhari? He would have used it as part of his last tour in his duty. In the bid to align with the president-elect, the thing has backfired. Maybe he doesn't know who he is dealing with." Commenting on an Instagram blog page that shared the video, Seilo slammed Rufai and questioned why he had to forgo the ethics of journalism for partisanship. He wrote, "I thought a journalist would know that a president-elect cannot make monetary payments commitment until he has been fully duly sworn in. I thought a journalist would know that a state governor can choose whoever he wants to commission his projects on. I thought journalists would know that Peter Obi once commissioned a project for Wike. I thought the journalists would know that lobbying an incoming president isn't a crime. I thought a journalist would know that pandering to the multitude doesn't make one right. How do you forgo the ethics of a noble profession of journalism for partisanship, according to Seyi law?" So that's all the thing take be. Don't swear in Tinubu until after Supreme Court verdict, Igbo group warns. An Igbo group under the urges of Igbo Patriotic Forum has urged the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, not to swear in the president-elect, Bola. Chairman of the forum, Chief Simon Okeke, said the petitions against the Independent National Electoral Commission declaration of Tinubu could be dispensed with speedily before the swearing-in, but added that in case that could not be achieved, the swearing-in can wait. The Constitution never said that the president must be sworn in on May 29, so let's allow the judiciary to do its work. We therefore call on the country judiciary to consider the general interest of the millions of Nigerians as well as the corporate existence of Nigeria in handling these electoral petitions in order to avoid a miscarriage of justice that may precipitate a serious crisis in the country, he said. On Ayaram, this one is coming from a group of Igbo, and what they said, I think I quite reckon with them. But whichever way it is, my dear people, make on enjoy on a day, because me, I don't sign out to. As I said earlier, this one is just a fast and sharp one for that. So if you never subscribe to my channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel. My wonderful people, this one is a new week and a new Monday. So make on enjoy on yourself. I'll be right back. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing. Take care of yourself. Bye for now. Kemesiano.